Hello, welcome. We're just about to get started with our FTP test. I was trying to get the audio kind of dialed in, but my music isn't working great. So I guess that's okay. Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. There we go. We got our heart rate monitor back online, which is nice, so we can see how much I die, how much pain we're gonna have to go through here. It's hard to warm up with just 55 watts. I'm gonna listen to the drivetrain here. It's not as smooth running as I'd like it to be. There we go. There we go. Hoping the audio is alright. Someone's gonna go and check on moderate it soon. As you're coming in, welcome. We're just doing a quick, well not quick, but an easy warm-up today. 20-minute warm-up to start with, and then we're doing our FTP test. There you see at the bottom that dreaded red line. It's one of the most brutal workouts you can do. There we go. It's good. Cool. We're still 10 minutes, 14 minutes left of the warm-up. This workout. This workout. That's not what we wanted. Just pulling up the stream to make sure I can keep an eye on stuff in the chat, but the audio started popping out on my phone. This is the fun part of the workout. Welcome to the chat. If you're joining from the gym, hopefully this is inspirational. If you're just joining to watch me suffer, it's also okay. Or if you're watching afterwards here on YouTube to do your own FTP test, that's great. So FTP stands for Functional Threshold Power. The idea here is we'll do some warm-ups as you see there on the screen. Do a warm-up and then some stuff to get the legs woken up. And then there at the very bottom at the end, you see a 20-minute FTP test. Basically, you try to do a sustained, consistent effort as much as you can. And at the end of that, it spits out what your effort was. You find out like what your predicted best effort you could hold for an hour. So you're just doing a 20-minute workout that helps you understand the best effort you can do for an hour. And then all of your workouts are kind of based off of that. So you can adjust your power and stuff from there. Welcome, everybody. So again, this is just the easy part. Just to warm up, make sure you don't get injured. If anyone has any issues with the audio at all, let me know. If the music's too loud or something, I can definitely dim that down. I have tried to get it a little bit calibrated here, but open to feedback. Morning Soul of Death. It's going good. How far are you going to go? So it's not based off of like distance. Like right now, I'm doing like 8 miles an hour going. The game takes into account that I'm doing like 100 watts. I'm going uphill at a 4% gradient, and so it says I'm doing 8 miles per hour, so it's pretty slow. But this is definitely not a workout for distance. A lot of the workouts I do, so if you see on the top left up there, it has like a prescribed amount of power that you'll do throughout, and then the game calculates your speed based on that power. So if I was just doing a free ride, I could potentially, like here, going downhill at minus 3% grade, I could potentially just like cruise and go really fast. And now the game thinks I'm going 21 miles an hour even though I'm doing the same power. Anyway, so the game takes into account like the elevation and stuff, but this workout really is designed just for to test my FTP. Distance won't really matter today. It's an hour-long workout, and some of those, like it's an hour and 13 minutes, I guess. I might get in, I don't know. It might end up being 20 miles. It depends, too, like in the game, like what the course is like. Today I'm riding in London, so there's some ups and downs, but again, we're just kind of going wherever the game automatically takes us today. But yeah, this workout is meant to, might not be super entertaining right now here at the warm up, but there, if you wanna leave me for about 40 minutes and then come back for my 20-minute grueling gut check, that's fine with me. That's gonna be the. So here, like my FTP last year, I haven't done this test since January 2018. My FTP last year was like 190 or something, I think, if I recall right. Or maybe it was like 185. I can't remember. I think it's 190 because that's what my program was set to. But I just don't know if I'll be pushing that today. I haven't done a lot of bike training since I was working on my MBA. But hopefully, and my goal with this too is I want to be just a little more consistent with my training, increase FTP over time here. It's really just about consistency. Making sure everything in the chat is good. It's hard to do the mouse left-handed. And everyone who's joining with us today, again, welcome. So if you're doing this at home, like on your own for your own FTP test, or if you watch this video afterwards to do it in the gym or wherever, you don't have to do it exactly as prescribed. I would definitely do like at least a 20-minute warm-up, but you don't have to do everything on there. It's just a lot of these like 20-second interval spikes that we're about to get into here in 7 minutes. They're really helpful to make sure that your legs are like warmed up to the power. You see, I mean, it's spiking up to like 220 watts, which for a lot of you online, that might be not anything at all. For me, that's something. But anyway, these 20-second spikes, they're really just to kind of wake your legs up before doing a 20-minute all-out test. Hey, Morning Soul of Death, if you're still there, can you hear like the Spotify music in the background? It should be going through speakers fine. No music. Thanks, Will J. I was trying to play around with that earlier, like it's supposed to like stream through. Maybe I can still get that on while I'm just doing the warm-up. This is really like, I did have it successfully once before, but a lot of the audio settings were kind of lost. All right. I don't know if I'll be able to get this left-handed on the bike here. It is playing on my headset. I don't know how come it's not connected through. that's not it. Okay, 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes apiece. There we go. Not off. There we go. If at any point the music comes on through stuff I'm clicking, you can just shout it out, but I honestly don't know if I'll be able to get it fixed. If not, I apologize. I will definitely get it fixed in the future. One more thing here. Here's Elgato. Try that. Did that work, or did that make it worse? If that made it, that didn't work. Okay, I appreciate it, Will J. Powers. Yeah, you're probably right. I think like I am using the Elgato sound capture. Input is muted in the software. Okay, we've got another minute and 15 seconds of the warm up here. Input is muted. Input. Audio. Let's try that last bit there. You're right, I think the input was muted. I still don't see it like coming up on the bar there. I unmuted it, but I still don't see any music coming through the sound capture. We'll figure it out eventually. Let's try one more thing. What's that? Bluetooth. Yeah, thanks for the feedback. I do appreciate it. I did like some extensive stuff to try to get it fixed before this, but to no avail. All right, we got a few little ramp efforts here. As long as I didn't make it worse by clicking on stuff. Cool, cheers. All right. I might have been a little conservative in lowering my FTP for the start of this, but we'll see. I really don't know where I'm going to be at here. Hey, Rory. I'm going to try. Brother. Oh, also, I pulled up the website today to go do the club dues. I'll get on that. I've been way behind on life. Had to move, and my apartment got sold out from under me, kinda. So I had to move last minute. But I promise you I'll get on it. No worries. Also, I just finished my MBA, so I'm getting back into training full time. Hence this. So now that school's out of the way, it's a huge monkey off my back. I've taken my life back. You going to Oceanside? Just assuming you are, to the party house. I have a friend going, we'll see. I'm not registered in the race, but I was thinking about trying to come down just for the heck of it. Coolio. Go represent. I need to train really hard this year, so next year I can get over there. I would have signed up. I just know that realistically, just know where I need to be to survive it. I did a half marathon a few weeks ago just to kind of gauge my shape, and I lost I did just this half marathon solo. I lost did a 1:45 instead of 1:38 or something. So lost some, but we'll get back. I'm getting back to it. I need to reduce my power. I need to remember to put my freaking contacts in. I would just take my glasses off, but I'd be blind. Hey, Mr. Steely Dan, welcome. Cheers. Good workout today, man. You did great. I'm putting it just like you said, I'm doing my fit test today. Trying to I don't have any expectations. Just gonna give it a shot and see where we're at. Hey, yeah, no worries, bro. No worries. It's all good. This time, Mr. Steely Dan, I don't have apparently the audio isn't going through my Elgato capture card correctly, but thought I had that dialed in. But at least I think the audio is a little more in sync. Or, it's not overpowering my voice, at least this time. I'm trying to get some stuff figured out with the lighting and everything, too. I feel like in some of the videos I've watched, I'm a little out of focus when on the bike. But the running was fine, so we'll figure it out. Cheers. If nothing else, we're getting the work done. That's what's most important. I know you said you didn't have any races on your radar, Dan, but I'm thinking about trying to do like Lodaja 2020 or something down here in Utah. Just something, a big 200-mile brutal race. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I'll be figuring out that stuff. I think I have decent like bitrate upload speeds, but not exactly sure. Oh, cool. Yeah, I know, like I said, I'm from Alaska, but I know a lot of people here in Utah. I think Rory, who was just in the chat a minute ago, he's in the triathlon club here locally, and I know a lot of the athletes around here. It's a good cycling, good triathlon crowd, for sure. It's my next thing. I need to get like a coach, just make a plan for me. I usually use just like a lot of the Zwift workouts, which I know are not optimized to me, but a lot of the stuff I want to do here, like I know I was talking to you about goals and stuff. I kind of want to do stuff that's helpful to a wide spectrum of people. So I'm going to be kind of, depending how things play out, kind of neutral with my workouts and make them applicable to a lot of people. We'll see. Still got some planning to do and how I'm launching this whole thing. The goal with this in the long run would be do like a online spin class type of thing, that even if people aren't doing the same workout, they can, I mean, I know yours similar, but like they can join in, and whether at the gym or whatever, I'm going to do some YouTube videos, kind of how to calibrate like a regular bike as much as possible to a good workout. When we get back to the 10-minute cool down, I'll once again just try to twiddle with the audio, see if I can get that dialed in before the fit test goes live. Thanks for everybody trying to join in regardless. So I just found a nice royalty-free Spotify Twitch playlist just for this, just for you guys. You don't get to enjoy it. Yeah, it's a snow leopard. So Uncia, which you were saying it right, by the way, it's Uncia, means snow leopard in Latin. It's been my screen tag for like a long time. So just adapted it to here for Twitch. I'm pretty much a hardcore introvert, so snow leopard's appropriate because there's only like a few thousand of them in the world. Pretty rare. I'm gonna get a better like blue light for the background too. I feel like the light's kind of dimmed by my front light, but I thought it looked cool. All right. Oh, whoops. We'll have to see when it gets to the fit test too. Like, I feel like I could do this power for a while, but when I get to the fit test, just because it's like, it doesn't impose a power on you, I feel like I struggle with it. I think I do better with like the prescribed power and just meeting it, but we'll see. Also, my heart rate is like always historically really low. My heart is better than my legs by a lot. There we go. Finish this up and then get 10-minute rest before we start. I'll try to fix the audio so you can hear the sound. But let's do this. Oh, it's raining. All right. See if we can get some audio for you guys. Come on, calibrate power. There you go. Oh. Video cut out. Come on. All right. Okay. If anyone is still there to give a shout out, did any music come on? Gato. I don't know if that worked. Okay. Thanks, bro. Good advice. Yeah, good call. Try to not start out crazy. Okay. Good advice, Dan. I'm thinking I'll shoot for it. So I was handling those 185 watts okay. I think I'm going to shoot for like 170 just to start with. See if that feels okay, and then maybe ramp up. In the past, again, like last year, I was at like 190. I don't know. That kind of honestly scares me to try to shoot for that, though. Right now, I'm seriously out of shape, so we're going to just start a little bit conservative and, like you said, ramp up. I like the end sprint, yeah. Okay, 5 more minutes. And then there we go. Okay, for anybody who's watching like on YouTube afterwards, Mr. Steely Dan in the chat gave us some good advice. Go check out his Twitch channel if you get a chance. But he streams almost every day. But we're about to start into our fit test. We're gonna try to find a sustainable power. If we feel good, we'll ramp it up by about 5 watts every 5 minutes and kind of get a feel for how this goes. It's been a while, so if this is your first time, again, it's really good advice. You don't want to blow up all at once at the gate. Cheers, bro. Cheers. So the kind of pain that you enjoy at the end. Looking forward to it. We'll see. Okay. Yep. Thanks, Domj. I appreciate it. I'll do my best not to disappoint. It's gonna be fun. I've done these tests before, but this is the first time like on a camera, so get some motivation. We'll do it. Okay, 2 minutes left. Here we're about ready. Oh yeah, I imagine. Okay, so just everyone knows when this gets started, I'm not gonna, if I don't see the chat, we got some people talking there. They'll answer your question. I'll hopefully be out of breath. So. In fact, I'll probably just move my mic a little out of the way. I don't like it there. There's good. There we go, boys and girls. Wonderful people of all ages. Prepare for your 20-minute max effort. Thanks, Zwift. Appreciate the call out, Zwift. I've been trying to prepare. We don't want to be 195. There we go. Trust me, I'm not trying to show off. I'm trying to get calibrated. There we go. Thanks, bro. We're gonna try to hold here. Feeling all right. All right. we go. We're gonna try to hold steady. Five-minute blocks. We're just trying to stay consistent. Here we go. Let's get through these 5 minutes. I don't think we're feeling easy. We're good, Swift. We don't need music. Find your mental space. We're doing it, team. We're doing it. Thanks, Nike. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. You survive. 3, 2, 1. We're trying. I'm trying. Come on, Dean. Freak! Hold it. Dang, come on! 3 minutes. Come on, Dane. One more FTP. Okay. Okay. Get to. Countdown chat. I can't see the screen. Help me. Wait. Well, yeah. Thanks, everybody. Oh, freak. You guys are awesome. My main thoughts are this is, whatever you're doing, if you're doing this, just push yourself. If you can. That's hard. It's okay if you're not crazy like Mr. Steely Dan. Thanks, team. I do appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. I dropped my glasses. I gotta pick them up so I can see the rest. My phone was getting clicked by droplets of sweat. So it was like trying to ban somebody. Don't want to ban y'all. Thanks, everybody. That is me out of last time I did that test, January 2018. It's been a little while. I was for those of you joining the chat right now, I just finished my MBA, so I've been off training for a little bit. Exactly, yeah. So I've been not training as steadily as I want to. That's all changing. So I'm starting this stream. I really appreciate the great people in the chat that have given some great advice. I hope to be able to mirror that advice here for anyone joining. It's your first time. Thanks, Mr. Steely. Yeah, I'm really happy with that because I know I tried, so that's what we need. Anyway, you guys are all awesome. We'll finish out the cool down. And thanks for keeping me pushing. I do appreciate it. We'll take a second here to introduce Cleveland. So my spirit animal is the snow leopard. So I was talking to Mr. Dan about. The Cleveland is my koala. It's this weird or whatever, but he's been with me on all my triathlons, Oceanside last year, and he's great. So he's going to be joining us. He's not that great at biking, but everyone can say hi to Cleveland. He's awesome too. He's my. I couldn't get a real snow leopard, so he's the channel mascot. Yeah, Mr. Steele, yeah, I'm getting a mascot. Yeah, seriously, he actually, on a sprint triathlon, I actually carried him with me the whole race. Not on the half Ironman, but on the sprint triathlons, I'll just carry him right along. Hashtag relationship goals to upgrade from Cleveland. Yep. I'll post some pictures of him on my Instagram account and stuff. He's in charge of the snacks when we go on road trips. Anyone else that's here in the chat? I do know I've watched Mr. Steely Dan's channel a little bit, so go give him a like too. He does some great work. And Nike, I actually stalked you a little bit as well. Both these guys have great channels. Go give them a follow. If you're just learning how to get better into biking and stuff, they're both excellent. Let's build up a good Zwift community. Fist bump. Dadgummit, I saw you earlier. Yeah, this is a, and thanks for everyone in the chat, like answering. This was just a, it's called, I sent a friend request somehow with, again, my sweat drops clicked on somebody. So if you got friended, it's courtesy of my sweat. But Dadgummit. It's a fit test. You just go all out as much as you can for 20 minutes. It's important because now I have that number, I think it's at 169. I can gauge all my future workouts off of that intensity. So I know how hard to push in a workout because I know how hard I can push in a 20-minute span. So Zwift will automatically like compute workout zones for me in the future. So I know how hard to push for all my other training. So that's why this is a good exercise. If you don't have something that reads power, if you have a heart rate or perceived effort, we can kind of talk about how to calibrate that stuff later. Heart rate is a little different, especially in the bike. If you'll notice there, like I was starting out at like 185 power average with like 150 heart rate, and there at the end is like 173, which is high for me. So it's hard to gauge that because heart rate goes up and up generally as you go, and that kind of peaks. And I'm much better. I like the power on the bike. It's just no question. I use heart rate a lot running, but I know my zones in running. Running is my wheelhouse. Biking is my secondary sport here. I will be doing a bike ride tomorrow, and then followed by a first run live on Zwift. So feel free to follow Matt. Again, running is more my wheelhouse. We got the treadmill all set up, so we'll see what we can do on that. We're going to be focusing on couch to 5K with the running. I'm also looking up some podcast software or voice casting so that those of you who are actually on a run, you can log in via just the audio if you so desire. And Tuesday night, we're also playing Apex with the bros. I'd say my discipline skill level is probably running, biking, and then Apex. Kind of suck. But at least it's funny. Sorry, running, biking. Running first. As we're finishing up this cool down, I'll do like a brief post-ride synopsis. But again, thanks for everybody for the cheers and the chat and keep me going there. There's a push, but I feel it's a good workout. We'll get some protein in us after, do some rebuilding, etc. Yeah, Rascal Wrangler. That's I think going to be some of my first content with the running. I'll be doing tomorrow. I believe I'm going to do an hour ride, so I should be on running. I have to do some transition of my stream gear to the treadmill, so it takes about 10 minutes, but hopefully starting the run at 6:45 p.m. And we're going to do a nice and easy kind of just intro to some advice on couch to 5K. A lot of what I believe in, like I've competed in races and stuff, and I enjoy it, but a lot of what I focus on or believe in is just, at least for now, like this is my current paradigm, is being fit and healthy for fitness sake is a really good place to start. And then a lot of other goals or a lot of other aspirations kind of filter in after that. If you have fitness as your primary motivation, again, weight loss, race speed, all that stuff, just health will come as a byproduct. So when I first started running, I learned how to run just because I learned how to like running. And of course that all goes in the context of like you don't want to injure yourself. We're going to start slow, and it's important to not beat yourself up. You should almost start a run feeling better afterwards for a lot of the couch to 5K stuff. Later on, if you have goals to improve your speed, it might be different, but to start, you just want to have fun and enjoy it. There we go. Okay. A little synopsis here. I'm going to move this a little. So we did one thing I think is interesting with Zwift and the Smart Trainer calibration. Like this 185 watts I was doing at the onset. I don't know if it's just because it's 5 minutes or if it's because like it's a mandated power, but you'll see my heart rate stays here around 145, peaks at 150. That's really interesting to me because that just didn't feel nearly as hard. And maybe it's just the sustained effort here. But here I'm peaking at a heart rate of like 156, 160, and I'm still only doing like 180 watts. So I don't know if it's just because it's like variable speed or whatever, but that's always been interesting to me. So like sometimes I'm curious what would happen if I just did it as a solid 185 block predetermined. Thanks, Mr. Steely Dan. Cheers, brother. Appreciate you. But anyway, so I'd say overall great. I'm pleased with the effort. I know in my legs I was struggling here at the end, but yeah, the ERG mode. Yeah, that's sometimes I'm curious if I'll try like an ERG, like mandated power, but it's fine. I'm really happy with today's effort. We'll close out with that. I'm gonna go take a needed shower. I again appreciate all of you in the chat. Make sure to again support other people. Let's build up the Zwift and the fitness community here. Feel free to like if you like what you saw. I'll keep improving stuff with the audio. But thanks everybody. I am out for the day. I'll be back on tomorrow at 5:30 Mountain Time. If I can get my mouse over here, I'll close out. So appreciate it. The world is your tomato. Cheers.